That's why these videos are so stupid, because there's no formula. Like, you just post, you learn from your posting. Do people resonate? Do they not? Your thumbnails, do they click? Do they not? And then over time, you just adapt, and then you start to grow. You start to see some results. Here's all my advice for how to get your first 1,000 subs on YouTube. I did not grow my channel to 1,000 subscribers. You guys grew my channel to 1,000 subscribers. So that's how you have to start thinking about this. Flip the narrative from what can I do to get people to subscribe to me or to get people to watch my videos, and start seeing it as what can I do to help other people. No one is coming to see you. They're coming for some form of value that you create. Relatability is a form of value. Authenticity, genuine connection, especially in our society today where everyone has a pitch or something they want to sell you, right? It's entertaining, and it's also validating to see another person who's just sharing their authentic take or just going through life just like you. Off the bat, you want to be interesting, but you want to be relatable, and you want to be valuable. So rule of thumb, don't be boring. YouTube is an entertainment app. People are coming to learn and be entertained. They could go watch anyone's video. Why should they sit and watch you? What is your unfair advantage? And how can you stand out in the sea of information that is constantly bombarding people on their technology devices? You have a huge advantage being a woman. If you're going to be showing your face, make sure that you're looking good. Make sure that you're taking advantage of the fact that you are a beautiful woman, and people will click on your thumbnail because you are hot, especially like the talking head, self-improvement, personal growth, social commentary space. Make sure that you're putting some effort into your appearance, whatever that means to you. I'm not going to say like create a false internet persona, because I've definitely done that too, and it's like hard to sustain that. Be yourself, but be the most interesting version of you. Be authentic. Share your honest opinions about things. Go into your personal experiences so that people can see you're a real person, that you're not just talking out of your ass, or you're actually in the demographic that you want to reach, and you have a passion to help people with something that you've gone through yourself. In your video, you could say why you're doing this. So why did you start this channel? What is your goal? What is your message? What is your mission? And just be authentic. Like, lean into the more interesting aspects of yourself, the version of you that's building skills, the reading the books, talking about current events, and relating that to an interesting, unique perspective that you have. Find the perfect sweet spot between your talents, your skills, your passions, and how you're willing to serve others in this world. Don't just be showing your life. Nobody fucking cares. You know, after a certain point, you're like, okay, what's in it for me? Your audience should be like a couple of steps behind you in your journey to achieving a specific results or a specific type of lifestyle or a certain state of being. Kind of think of it like you're mentoring or you're coaching somebody. Guide people to a better version of themselves, you know, using the skills and knowledge that you've already acquired. People will resonate more with a person that's like 3 to 5 steps ahead of them than a person that's 40 steps ahead. They can relate to you, and they are inspired to be a better version of themselves by seeing you as a normal, regular person, not like a famous celebrity or CEO of a major company. That's going to be your edge, is your relatability and just how real you are about the process that you're going through, and not sugarcoating it, and like showing the average person that what they want to achieve is available to them with this type of mindset. Create like a audience member profile, like who is most likely to benefit from and resonate with your message. Think about your younger self, a version of yourself from a couple of years ago. Think about what you would say to them to reach them. What genuinely helped you when you were first starting off? Because a lot of people get stuck in like the beginner stages of a thing, no matter what your niche is. Keep this target audience member in your mind whenever you are doing any work related to your YouTube channels. If you are doing these follow me along my journey vlogs, or documenting your process to achieving a specific result, being as if you're just more interesting. You talk about it as if you have already made it. It's crazy. Like, it helps you manifest that result quicker because you actually believe that you're on that path, you're on that trajectory. But you can do challenges. I tried manifesting this amount of money in 1 week, or I tried X different side hustles. I think that can also be used to your advantage. You could literally make a video of you going through a specific process, failing at it, and then showing people why you failed, helping them learn from your mistakes. Or you could go through the process and succeed and then share it with people how you got there. So there's lots of different ways you can come at it as far as being valuable. You're showing failures and your successes, your highs, your lows, your ups, your downs on the internet with a bunch of strangers. It is a bit jarring at first, but you get more confident over time, like not just as a YouTuber, but just in your actual niche with your actual topic that you're discussing and how to reach people in the most effective way. You're going to want to lower the stakes and the standards and make it as easy as possible for you to take action toward your goal. Stop overthinking it. The simple, the better. You just want to start posting. Do what feels easy. Have fun with it. Make the videos that you genuinely enjoy making. If you don't like editing, do talking head videos where there is minimal editing. If you enjoy editing, do voiceover videos. So just make the videos for yourself. Don't worry about your audience yet. When you're first starting, there is no audience. So there's really no stakes. So just focus on creating something that you yourself are proud of, and don't get attached to the views. There's going to be videos that pop off and videos that flop, so don't compare any video to another video. The high that you're getting is from enjoying the creative process. Don't get high on the views and the engagement. That shit will ruin you, and it will fuck with your mental health, and you just don't want to do that. Okay. A lot of people start YouTube because they want to make money, but you're going to want to set that money goal aside while you build your channel, because if you have too many things riding on your channel, it really makes it harder for you to create and get in that flow state, because there's all these pressures of, I need these videos to go viral, I need to get all these views so that I can get watch time. Your focus gets pulled away from creativity, from the authenticity, from those things that really do make or break your YouTube channel. Automate this process almost. Make it a habit of working on your channel consistently, so you can find your niche, so you can learn how to grow an audience online, helping people and adding something of value to their lives. You just want to get into a comfortable situation where you can go on autopilot. So like for me personally, I took a long-term sub position. All my classes were online, so essentially I was able to work on YouTube script, video ideas, editing thumbnails, all that type of stuff at work. So just get yourself into a comfortable situation where you're able to get those needs met, you're able to make that money, but you're also able to focus and invest a significant amount of your time on your creative process as a YouTuber. When it comes to filming and editing, speak to the camera comfortably, practice talking to the camera and looking into the lens so that the viewer feels more engaged when they're watching your video. And you've probably heard this a lot, but make sure that the audio is clear. If you can't make the audio super clear, make sure you're using captions. If your audio is trash, people are not going to watch your video, even if you're perfect camera quality. So when you are filming your videos, you're going to want to script out all of your videos, at least a list of bullet points to keep you on track so that you don't ramble. This makes editing way easier, especially when you're first starting out. It's something that is such a drag, just cutting out silences and rambles. So what I did was I used to print my scripts or write them on a physical piece of paper, or I got this app called Teleprompter and I'm reading off of the screen right now. So when it comes to creating the script, you're going to want to talk about what interests you, and you're going to use your personal experiences to bring like a unique perspective. So you're going to want to be relatable and transparent and genuine, but you're also going to have some type of advice, value, or inspiration that you can infuse into your videos to make it more beneficial for the viewers. If you're going to talk about a concept that extends beyond your personal experience or knowledge, make sure that you do your research, and because if you don't have sources, that you're just stating your opinion, make sure that you put your sources in your description so people can check it out for themselves and come to their own conclusion about the topic you're speaking on. You can make whatever you want, obviously. People do like cinematic stuff, travel vlogs. For me, I always go to YouTube when I have a problem I want to solve. So just keep in mind that the average person has a perception of YouTube that it's like a how-to, like answering your questions kind of platform. Regular people who want to grow a channel, grow a community on YouTube, they're going to want to answer people's questions and make sure that their videos are going to be optimized for the search engine. If you're going to be doing talking head videos or voiceover videos, make sure that you're using like B-roll that's engaging so that the video has a more dynamic feel to it. Don't have a B-roll full of only one type of audience member. Try to keep it diverse so that multiple people can resonate with it. Thumbnails, titles, and hooks. Those are going to be the biggest and most important parts of your YouTube success. Your ability to create engaging thumbnails and optimizing your titles. It's basically your product packaging of your ideas. So make sure that your thumbnails are going to convey an idea or a vibe. People click on videos because of an emotional impulse. So the big text, graphics, the font that you choose, like make sure that all of these things convey your idea so that people who click on your video are not going to be clickbaited bid into getting something that is not really going to be delivered upon. And honestly, this is really a skill because you're not lying. Just make sure that you are sensationalizing it a little bit. You can test different thumbnails and titles over the span of a few days after you upload the video if it doesn't get the views you were looking for. That can also help you learn more about your target audience. Your hook is going to be the first 30 to 90 seconds of your video. So put the most exciting, controversial, or inflammatory aspect of your video at the start. Just make them curious about what you're going to say. It doesn't have to be negative and inflammatory, but if you're going to say anything controversial or like you're going to have a hot take, put that at the beginning so that people watch the whole thing, because it does work. People will genuinely want to know where you're going to go with that. Explain what the video is about and have those chapters in the description. So make sure that when you're writing your video description, you are optimizing for SEO by using those keywords that resonate with your target audience. And you're also going to want to add chapters so people can skip to the part that interests them the most. Consistency when it comes to uploading is really not so much about the algorithm, it's more about you building a habit and holding yourself accountable to the whole process of being a YouTuber, the filming, the editing, and the upload schedule, because it's so much easier to fall off when you don't have a set routine. As a small YouTuber, these are the tools that I use on a regular basis. Number one, I use TubeBuddy. It's a web browser extension that helps you optimize for the search engine on YouTube. Keyword search can show you what's trending, help you come up with video ideas, ChatGPT or Gemini. Tell ChatGPT to act as an expert digital marketer and tell it to generate you a list of ideas that you can use for content that touch on your target audience's biggest pain points, their worst fears, their greatest desires, and the biggest blocks that a beginner would face. There's a couple of different teleprompter apps that you can use. You can type your script right on there. I basically type my script in the notes or on Google Docs or something and then copy and paste it into teleprompter. And it is kind of a skill to learn how to film your video and read and film at the same time. So there's so many different ways that you can do this. It's really just about finding a system that works for you, that is sustainable. You can create a habit and go on autopilot, and time can just pass and you're learning and growing as a YouTuber and your audience is growing. And then you get to that point where you wake up one day and you're like, oh, I'm a YouTuber. So that's kind of how it is. It's like a be as if thing. You kind of have to take the action before you know what you're doing and not get caught up in those beginning stages of what camera should I get? How should I edit? What's my niche? What's this? What's that? And asking all these questions with analysis paralysis, where you never actually take the action that you need to get good at this YouTube thing. It's really just about you making the content that you want to make and trusting that that vision will resonate with people out there. Those are my tips and hacks and everything that I am using to do YouTube right now. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.